Hello, hello.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, guys?
How's everybody doing? We're here. It's
We're here.
Married with Media Live. I'm gonna be honest. I'm tired today, but I've got a
Great.
full cup of coffee for this stream. I'm
Is this
ready.
going to be a repeat of last week for you?
No, I don't want to yawn, so I've got coffee brewed. I drank a Diet Coke as well while we were watching episode 4 of House of the Dragon season 2. Right before we went live, we finished the episode.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
I'm not gonna lie. I took Ken. I'm like, I don't even know if I can go live after that episode. Like, I need time to.
That's why I was kind of confused why you wanted to watch it right before we went live.
Because it has
you don't want to get it spoiled.
Yeah, it's been so hard to go all through today.
Well, we don't aim to spoil it for anybody in the chat or watching on the replay if you haven't yet watched House of the Dragon. It was a great episode, though.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode.
Absolutely. Very, like, I was literally like, I had the blanket like up to my face. I was like biting the blanket and I'm like cussing and all the things.
I mean, I'll just say this again. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm sure people know that dragons do fight in a show called House of the Dragon. But we never saw dragon action like this in Game of Thrones, you know?
I'm not sure. We didn't.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, towards the end in the 8th season. But not like fire-breathing real dragons. That was an ice dragon versus a real dragon. This is like dragon on dragon on dragon action. Like we haven't had that before.
Dragon. Sounds kind of
in Game of Thrones. This is a
perverted. Dragon on dragon.
This is new territory, so I mean it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, great episode. Let us know if you guys watched it. Again, we're not going to spoil it. Even though the episode aired last night. And I'm like late to the game, and like, I guess, movie in the movie and TV world, because it's like immediately after is when everybody's like freaking out about stuff. But anyway, I still am tempted to do like a quick like reel or something just about the episode because it just like really, it was like up there with the one episode from season 1, like.
With Eddard?
With, Rhaenyra's son and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, similar kind of thing happened too.
Just like...
Which if I had anything to nitpick, it would be like the way that this one thing happened almost exactly the way it happened before.
Uh-huh.
And I would have liked them to do a different spin on it maybe, if they were going to do it, to freshen it up, make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
But to be fair, I mean, okay, we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it.
We're not going to spoil, but let's talk about the whole episode.
We're not going to make this a House of the Dragon live stream tonight, but let's get into the chat, shall we?
Yeah. Nobody in the chat spoil either.
Yeah, for anybody.
Say that.
Let's see. We got Mary in the chat. How to Die Alone is streaming September 13th as same day as Speak No Evil. All right.
I'm looking forward to watching Speak No Evil.
We got Trucker Not. Hey, how's it going? We got Caveman Movies and More. Hey there. Please hit the like button for this incredible couple. Question: did you purposefully exclude Deadpool? Yeah, Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah, it's really funny because we put up our most anticipated sequels that is like left for the rest of the year, and we forgot a couple.
It was inspired by a post somebody did on Instagram, which we called out in the video.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have Deadpool and Wolverine on that post, and I didn't think of it. And they also didn't have Venom, which we kind of added ourselves, but we didn't think of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
it just goes to show you how like not excited we are, I guess.
I feel like there was another
definitely
one.
More excited for that than Venom, though. It should have been on there over that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it wasn't on purpose though. It was not on purpose. And we do have 47 people in here right now. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hit the like button. And if you don't hit the like button, then you dislike us. We're here to entertain you. Are you not entertained? We're 8 minutes in.
Yeah, I like how you are continuing to try to make a play on the news that's coming out.
I try.
Let's see. Hey, Ken and Michelle, I saw that you guys started watching episode 4 of House of the Dragons.
Did you post that?
Yeah, on stories. OMFG, my head exploded when I saw who died. Yeah.
That's a spoiler.
And also, I just received today Dune Part 2 on 4K Steelbook, After Hours on 4K, Black Hawk Down 4K Steelbook, and also Meet the Parents on Blu-ray. Of course,
when you do say I'm still recovering from the episode of Game of Thrones, that pretty much always means somebody died.
True.
You know?
True.
It really can't mean anything else.
Yeah. I can't wait to know what you guys think of episode 4 and last week's episode.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Johnny in the chat. What's up, cool kids? I'll check back in once I get home from work.
What's up, Johnny?
Nice. We got Maria in the chat. How's it going? We got Christian
Maria.
in the chat.
What's up, Christian?
Okay. I was making sure this didn't have a spoiler. I knew what was going to happen in episode 4, season 2, Ken and Michelle, but it was totally different from reading it and seeing it on TV. Okay. Great House of the Dragon, says Maria.
And I will say the reason we had to watch that tonight is because we watched Abigail last night with the kids.
You're being so like...
Our daughter really wanted to watch this, and she forced us to watch it instead of watching House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And then we
I wanted to watch House of the Dragon because, you know, I'd heard that it was going to be a big episode.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't want to get it spoiled for me by the internet.
I didn't even hear it was going to be a big episode. Like, you knew stuff before I did.
But yeah, we watched Abigail, and let me just say.
Don't say nothing. We're reviewing this. Don't say nothing. But I found it on Blu-ray at Walmart's early. This doesn't come out until tomorrow.
I know.
It was at Walmart 2 days early, so I got
DJ says another Gladiator would be great. Well, it's coming for you. It is coming. Have you seen A Quiet Place Day 1? No, we have not.
Almost did yesterday, but we didn't.
That was me last night during House of the Dragons. Yeah, for sure. We got Mr. Ed Weirdo Show. Wow, those spiffy new AI thumbs are really creepy and cringy. I can't even say this word.
Cringe-pee.
Cringe-pee. I love them.
I mean, it's not AI. It's just like is that, would you call it AI? It's like one of those cartoon.
It's just cartoon. Yeah, cartoon. Ken's like on a kick with it right now.
It's not even a good one. I'm trying to find one that's like good. It's hard to get images from it. I don't know.
Well, I just told you that you don't need to do it all the time, but.
I like the consistency, you know.
Great physical media report today, Ken.
Oh, thank you, Maria. I filmed that yesterday morning. Put my heart and soul into it.
Maxine was great.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Great physical media report, Ken, but you missed one item. 2 items that are Walmart exclusives: the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes steelbook and the Beetlejuice Walmart exclusive steelbook.
How dare you, Collector Movie Man? How did you know I missed it? And maybe they announced it after I filmed. It's not my fault.
Did they?
I'll cover it next week.
Hello, everyone. Don't have anything to say, but nice to be here. Thank you for being here, Dimension.
Thank you, Dimension.
We got Van Gool. Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Say something just crazy. Craziest thing that pops in your head.
Let's not. We're trying to keep our chat, sane tonight. We got Wilkie's Movies and Music. Hey, y'all. How's it going, Corey?
What's up, Corey?
At Home Store already has Halloween decor. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it's about that time, right?
I can't believe how much Amazon is charging for the steelbook when Walmart has it way cheaper. Amazon is charging $65.99 and on Walmart $34.99 for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes steelbook.
Amazon be crazy sometimes, man. They always charge full SRP and then they lower it.
We got DL. What's up, guys? Don't forget to give a stunner to that like button. That's right.
Give it a hell yeah.
We got Emma in the chat. Hi, Ken and Michelle. My birthday is on Thursday. Are you going to wish me a happy birthday? Well, happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. There, we did it.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to remember Thursday.
Magic Hands. What's up, everyone? The Hunted coming out on 4K is such an underrated, great movie.
I did. I heard about that yesterday after I filmed. So
we got Daniel on the chat. Hello, Ken and Michelle. How's it going?
What's up, Daniel?
We got Mama Blu-ray. Hi, Ken and Michelle. How's it going?
Hello, Mama.
We got Zub Zero. Hello. How's it going? We got Chandler. Hi, Ken and Michelle. How's it going, Chandler? I think I need to come up with a new way to greet people. You guys travel. So. Ever been outside of U.S.? I've only been to Canada. That's about as far as I've got.
Yeah, we've only been to Canada, and not together.
No.
Yeah, not together, but probably around the same time.
Hit the like, says Mama Blu-ray.
I was a freshman in high school when I went. I went on a band trip.
I can't remember when I went.
Niagara Falls.
We got Douglas in chat. I finally made a live stream after work 5 Monday nights in a row. Hello, Michelle and Ken.
Hell yeah, Douglas.
It's been a while since we've seen you, Douglas. Welcome back.
Hell yeah.
Welcome back. The Hunted from 2013 with Josh Stewart.
No, it's the one directed by William Friedkin.
What horror movies do you guys have to be watching this year for spooky season? Ooh, no idea.
Too early to think about that, Emmett, but we're going to come up with a killer list.
We're going to come up with a doable list, attainable.
No, we're doing
list.
31, all 31. We're going to do it every night. I'm home every night. Why not?
The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones and something.
Benicio del Toro.
It doesn't matter if you're home every night or not. We are still unable
every night
to watch stuff.
31 every night.
Okay.
Every damn night.
Are you done? Just tell me what your favorite Focus Features film. We talking about Focus Features again?
I couldn't.
We already did that last week.
Little Miss Sunshine.
We already did that last time, right?
We did.
Yeah. Okay.
You're slipping there.
I can't wait to get Abigail tomorrow.
Well, Maria, go to your Walmart now. You may be able to get it now because Walmart is just putting stuff out early. If they're doing it in my Walmart, they're doing it everywhere.
I haven't seen a stream from you guys in over a month now. I've been working until 11 at night, so here I am.
Damn, man. You can sneak away and just up on the phone.
Are you condoning? Are you not condoning?
Absolutely not. But there are breaks.
What's the word for approving that behavior? I don't know. We are going to watch Abigail tonight.
Nice.
Well, I hope you like it more than I did.
Wow.
I'm loving Game of Thrones on the middle of season 5. Very nice.
Season 5 is good. There's some good episodes. Season 5. Hard Home is my favorite.
That Quiet Place Day 1 Brad Steelbook looks flocking sick.
Yeah, they did announce a bunch of Quiet Place Day 1 Steelbooks right after I got done filming the report.
We got Happy Optimus in the chat. There he is. The Bruce Willis doppelganger is alive and well.
Yep, Michelle gave me a haircut over the weekend.
I did.
Finally, I'm groomed as far as my head. Nowhere else in my body. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm entertained, says Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
I'm freaking always entertained.
I am Maximus Decimus Meridius.
We got Anthony in the chat.
This life for the next.
Oh my god! I still need to watch the first season of House of the Dragon. I think I like you better. Boring.
I told you. I tried to tell you last week.
Listen though, you're like not in like ever in between. You know, you're either crazy or.
I feel like this
boring.
Is in between.
No, I feel like
Physical Media Report Ken is like super heightened. This is in between, and last week is me and my lowest.
No, there's a difference though when you're sharing the spotlight with another person. No. It's just full of interruptions.
You see this coffee? It's half drank. Mm-hmm. I'm about ready to fly off the handle.
We got Movie Madman. Ken, you're my favorite physical media channel. So happy when you replied to me on Instagram. Massive fan. You inspired me to start my own channel.
Awesome.
What was that?
I'm happy that I inspired him to start his own thing. Awesome. I'm awesome. I am both grateful for his compliment of me and my channel, and I am humbled that I inspired him.
I understand that. I'm making fun of your hand gesture. Do you follow? You act like a freaking Buddhist or something over there.
I'm coming down again.
What are your thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts on Blade Runner 2049?
I love it. I love Blade Runner 2049. I saw that in the theaters.
I don't know how you think. How do you not compare 2049 and Dune together? To me, they seem both the same. Like
same director.
Boring sand movies. Like
I just really got into 2049. I don't know, because it's got Ryan Gosling in it, and I love Ryan Gosling, and it's a really cool story. And I'm not even like the biggest Blade Runner fan, but I just thought it was a really cool sequel. Some really great visuals, and it was an epic story. I haven't watched it since I bought the 4K.
It has great audio.
I need to rewatch it on my OLED with my soundbar, and yeah, I need to check that out again soon.
We got Adrian in the chat. How's it going? We got Deadly Spooky. What's up?
What's up, Deadly Spooky?
After I watched the episode, I messaged him. I haven't heard back from him yet, but I was like, oh my god, I'm fucked up. I had a very nice birthday meal with my brother and his wife and their 2 sons. Very nice.
Nice, Adrian. Nice. Very nice.
We got Gus in the chat. Hi, Ken and Shell. Are you guys going to review Sex Apocalypse Blu-ray?
100%. 100%.
Here you go. Dimension says, are you both fans of the Rush Hour films? They really hold up today. I don't think I've ever seen a single one.
What? I've never seen the third one. I never watched the third one. I love the first two, though. But I didn't hear great things about the third one, so I just never watched it.
We got Master Gioris. Hey, Michelle, Ken, and chat. Frog splash that like button, everyone.
Frog splash 5-star.
Michelle, do you ever part your hair the opposite way? Same question for Ken. No, I don't. I
don't. This is how I have my hair.
I always put it to the right side of me. I don't know. I can't look. It's going on.
Oh, whoa. What are you doing to the camera?
Look, it's confused.
Your
See, even my
hair's all over the place, messing up the camera.
The camera's even confused about my hair. Let's see. We got Mike K in the chat. Hello, how's it going? Let's see there. Sarah, it's not our birthday. Let's see. We got Steve in the chat. Greetings, you two lovebirds and flick friends. How's it going?
What's up, Steve?
We got Marius in the chat. I just woke up and was awake 24 hours, 2 days in a row, and feel horrible. I went to bed at 3 a.m. yesterday. Oh, my goodness.
Sound like our son.
Well, I hope you feel better. Let's see. I just watched your Twister review. My copy is coming tomorrow by 11. We got John Doe Juggalo in the chat. How's it going? Can't you read the comments and get mad at Michelle no matter how she acts?
I should.
We got Plainview in the chat. Are you grabbing that, bringing out the...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is that supposed to say dead?
Bringing out the dead, yeah.
Bringing out the dead?
Oh, yeah, I'd be getting that.
From a fellow Baldy, the Pitbull Skull Shaver is amazing. Shaves your head in less than 5 minutes. Might have to check into that.
Yeah, because she can only get it done in 7, so.
Okay. I didn't know you timed it. Let's see. I can't believe I haven't watched Hercules and Homeward Bound ever in my whole life till this weekend and love them. Where have I been all my life? Well,
Hercules is great.
Congratulations.
Hercules is a very underrated Disney animated movie, I think.
I don't know. I feel like that there is a fan base for that movie.
There is, but it's like everybody forgets about all the other great Disney animated movies, and they just want to talk about Lion King and Aladdin, Little Mermaid, and that's it.
Well, those are iconic.
I would love a Hercules live action movie.
Yeah, that's odd.
And then bring in Kratos from God of War.
I work for a grocery store and I was cleaning up the restrooms and trash cans. Believe me, if I could have been outside bringing in shopping carts, I would have been out there, but it is so hot outside. Well, dang, you were doing the Lord's work. Yeah,
that's awful.
Marius fell asleep on the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, you got to watch the final cut.
If Ken found E.T.'s son in a forest abandoned and he took him home, would you be mad or let him keep him? What? E.T.'s son? E.T. has a son? What? Who knew?
She would let me keep him. She would fall in love with E.T.'s son.
Yeah, probably. We got haunted horror reviews. Michelle, Ken made you makes you go insane tonight. Kick his butt. Oh, I will. We got Planet Chi. CHH. Top 10 worst things about being married to Ken. I got about 100 of them.
I was gonna say, is 10 enough?
No. Well, we'll say number 1 is that he interrupts me all the time. Your Twister review makes me.
Well, that would be number 1.
Yeah. Makes me really.
I feel like that's only specific though to like YouTube. Do I do that in everyday life? Like if we're out with people? I don't, because I just don't talk.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1 would be.
I feel like there has to be something else. Do all 10. I know you can do it.
No, I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to say.
You can't think of nothing because I'm perfect.
No, I'm
flawless.
I'm just trying to like weigh them all out. I mean, it has to be that you're just not a good listener.
Weigh them all out. Get out of here.
It has to be that you're not a good listener.
Oh, okay. That's like all husbands. Like, oh,
okay. Okay, but that's annoying.
It's annoying, sure, but yeah, that's
but that's
annoying.
There's
like 85,000 reels on Instagram about husbands not listening.
Right, but that's annoying, right? That like you guys just make it a joke. Like, ha 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 ha, we don't listen to our wives. That's funny. They're going to tell us something 10 times.
There's the same amount of reels about women not being able to decide what to eat for dinner too. So they're.
How is that a bad thing though?
Oh, it's try deciding on food.
No, but I'm saying, like, how is that like a negative?
With somebody that can't decide ever, but doesn't want anything.
But that's not really like a...
That is a negative. That's a big negative.
No. Okay, let's see. Someone who listens or someone who can't decide what to eat? I mean, come on.
Eating's important.
One's worse than the other.
You need to eat to live, whereas you don't have to listen to live.
Okay, Truck or Not really wants Perfect Storm in 4K now after your Twister review.
Yeah, Perfect Storm would be great.
Oh, no.
It's probably owned by
Daily
Disney.
Spooky hasn't even watched a new episode yet. The last day and a half I've been rewatching season 1, already on episode 8. LOL, I will watch a new episode later tonight. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad I didn't say anything. I mean, you might have already had it spoiled for you. I don't know, but
yeah.
Movie Madman said, well, he would love to do a live chat with you, but doesn't know if he's big enough on YouTube or how it would work.
Well, that doesn't matter. To be perfectly honest, I'm not familiar with your channel, so I need to subscribe and check you out if you got started. So I will do that.
Let's see.
DM me on Instagram and send me the link so I can subscribe.
Well, I think you try to do like typically you do kind of more established people though, right?
Well, not always. I've had I debuted Side Hustle Cinema's channel on my channel back in the day. So
like he's the only one that didn't have some kind of. I'm not saying you have to be big. I'm just saying you've had to have done it for a little bit. Some content out there for people.
I like to know you a little bit.
Yeah,
I do like to know somebody a little bit before I bring them on.
Let's see. I was thinking today that Shell should host the physical media report. That would be fun.
She should. I talked about like there was a day where I just didn't feel like doing it, and I was like, if I put notes in front of you, can you read them off and just do it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it could. You didn't know I used to be a news anchor?
I didn't know that about you. No.
Yeah, I used to do the.
That's one of the things I don't like about you. You keep stuff from me, like being a news anchor.
Okay.
Were you a Veronica? You were a regular Veronica Corningstone over there.
I don't even know who that is. Is that Ninja Turtles?
That's April.
Who is it?
That's Anchorman. Christina Applegate and Anchorman.
Yeah, sorry.
We need to do an entire episode of Married with Media Live in character. Ron Burgundy and Veronica Corningstone.
I mean, I couldn't do it live. I could do it, record it. For sure. Let's see. Who do you think was the best Kristen Parker? I don't even know who Kristen Parker is. Patricia Arquette?
From Nightmare on Elm Street.
Tuesday Night is a name of a person?
Mm-hmm. She was in the fourth one.
Yeah, see, shows what I know.
I like Tuesday Night. I think the thing she has working against her is she's not in the entire movie, whereas Patricia Arquette leads Nightmare 3, or at least co-leads it. But so I'll say Patricia Arquette, but I do like Tuesday Night as the character.
What's the most overrated movie in your opinion? Star Wars. Anything Star Wars?
Most overrated, Dune Part 2.
Hey, Ken and Michelle, how are you both doing today? We're doing good. How are you, Nicholas?
Doing good, Nicholas.
What do you individually think is the best looking 4K Blu-ray of all time? I have no opinion on that. If you're new around here, Movie Madman,
yeah,
I'm not for the physical media. That's not my jam.
I mean, off the top of my head, like The Warriors, that was my favorite of last year, and then Roadhouse is my favorite of the year before. Django 4K. There's a lot of them. Jaws is a really good answer too. Like that's one of the best 4Ks. Yeah.
We have a super chat.
Oh, thank you, Gonzo.
From As Told by Gonzo. Thank you so much. What's y'all's favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film? Think we will get a shot box set. Longtime fan. Taken R.
What is your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film? I'm interested.
So I really apologize. You gave us a super chat. Really appreciate that. But I'm actually not able to answer this question myself.
Have you seen one? Can you even think of because I don't feel like we ever watched them. I probably made you watch a couple of them back in the day.
I've seen that. I've seen some at least. Yeah. But it would have only been once. And
I think it'd be cool if we just maybe for October just binged a franchise. And that's all we did. Just went through all the movies.
I'm a little forgetful. I don't know. I forget a lot of stuff with movies, especially if I've only seen them once. And, Ken, he quotes stuff and remembers every little thing. And he's super, knowledgeable about the actors and the
there's people
directors
out there that are way more knowledgeable than me on this stuff.
I know.
I used to think I knew stuff about movies until I got on here.
Well, I'm just saying, compared to me, you seem like you know a lot of stuff, and I'm just more, the like I love this stuff, but like I'm not like, I don't need to know like all the details, I
used to be the same way.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know actors and directors and stuff, but I didn't watch like making ofs and all that.
I just like to consume it, and then.
To me, it ruined the mystique of the film, and I didn't ever want to know anything about it. So even like back in the DVDs were first coming out, like I never listened to commentaries. I didn't watch special features, making ofs. Like I would watch bloopers and deleted scenes and stuff, but that was probably about it. It wasn't until recently I've gotten into special features and stuff.
Yeah.
But I will say my favorite is the first one. I just don't think you can beat the first one, at least as far as I'm concerned.
In true Ken's
Well, look, there's a lot of people that would say the third one is the best, and I think the third one's great. The fourth one's actually my second favorite. I love Dream Master, so which is why I was conflicted on Tuesday night and Patricia Arquette. But the first one's the best, and do I think we'll get a shot box set? No, I don't. I think the chances of that are 1%. Like if that was going to happen, it would have already been done. I have a theory that maybe Arrow is going to do it, and maybe we'll get that this year. Okay. That's just a theory, though. I'm not basing that on anything I know. I don't know anything.
Okay, yeah, Ken, that's bad. You're supposed to listen to your wife.
I'm sorry.
Ever thought about what you could have bought if you didn't collect physical media? My wife always tells me the things we could have gotten if I didn't collect. LOL. Yeah, I mean for sure. But I mean, I feel like overall I'm pretty fair, like with letting you do what you want to do. I mean,
yeah, that is a conversation that does come up. We could have gotten this, we could have gotten that, and you're right.
Yeah, I mean it's
but all the things you want are things I feel like they come and go.
It used to come up more when we filmed the audit together.
Yeah. I've gotten better though. Like we haven't done the audits, but there's no way I've spent as much as I spent last year.
Yeah.
This time, like if we looked at my first 6 months last year, my first 6 months this year, I bet it's not even close. I've been doing a lot better.
John says hit the like. That's right. Oh yeah, that's what we missed. We also missed Sonic 3.
Oh, is that this year? I thought that was next year.
So their list sucked.
I thought they got pushed to next year. We do have 73 people in the chat right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. We're gonna get into our stories here in a second.
Yep, can go to Las Vegas and bet all your money on blackjack, and you will win millions.
I can't do it. I'm not a gambler.
Sarah always does click the like button. Well, thank you so much.
I've never played scratch off, lottery, anything like that. Every single time your dad plays, he wins. I feel like
he doesn't, but
I know I never.
He plays a lot though.
I'm just not lucky. I just don't feel like I'm a lucky person.
Have you two seen The Bad Boys Ride or Die, or will you just wait until it comes out on Blu-ray or 4K? Yeah,
at this point, out. Yeah, I was getting ready to pre-order the Steelbook because it was like $28. So I might just get that.
Which of the Scream September 4Ks are you most excited for?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm actually excited for almost all of them. I'll say The Stepfather because I haven't seen it.
Okay. What's your favorite Homeward Bound movie?
The first one, but by far. I like Lost in San Francisco, but it's not as good as the first one by a mile.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. From what I remember. Again, stop annoying your wife. She will somewhat have you begging for mercy if you don't stop annoying her. First one, no doubt. I don't know what that was about, but first one, the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Maybe they're talking about Homeward Bound.
Oh, maybe so. Let's see.
I'm just thinking of that moment at the end where God, what's the old dog's name? Where he gets stuck in the hole, you can't get out.
Shadow. No.
Shadow. Yeah, it's Shadow. You're right. Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Chance, Shadow, and
Sassy.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, I remember more than I thought I did.
Yeah, and they, he's like, I'm too old. Just go on without me.
Yeah, so cute. What horror movies should people get into first if they never watched horror and hate blood? Ooh, good question.
I would say Poltergeist. There's not a lot of blood in Poltergeist, and it's a very accessible horror film. and I think it's a
good one.
It's a very important horror film if you're getting into horror, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Best deleted scenes extra for me is Talladega Nights DVD. What's yours, Ken? Oh, man. I love, like...
I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't like Big Red, then fuck you.
I love me, like, extra scenes or, like, bloopers. It's like, oh, my gosh, I love them so much. And they don't really do them anymore.
Where did it start for you? A Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life, yeah.
That's when you knew you loved bloopers.
I thought it was just so creative to have like an animated movie have bloopers. Like,
wait a second, this wasn't filmed. They had to make this extra.
Right. It's funny though. It's cute. The bugs messing up their lawns. I mean, come on, so creative. We got Cody in the chat. What's up, everyone? Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button.
Thank you, Cody.
Who's the most charming actor? Denzel Clooney, Jeff Goldblum, or Ryan Gosling? Most charming? Probably Clooney.
I'd probably say Denzel.
Charming? He's kind of like hard. Like when I think of charming, I think of like talking to women and stuff.
Probably
like
Clooney.
I would say, Ryan Gosling, but like Clooney's kind of like that more iconic.
I don't just when I think of charming, I don't just
Ryan
think
Gosling's
of
not
talking
like
to women though. I think of just overall charming as a person to everyone, both sexes. Just a charming individual that can talk to somebody and
it doesn't
make them like
it doesn't have to just be like talking, but like
I feel like Clooney's a little bit too pretentious. I don't know.
You
Whereas
think?
Denzel to me is a little bit more down to earth, and Jeff Goldblum just too weird with his personality. Like he's charming in a weird way, and Ryan Gosling just a little bit too subdued, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, he's charming, but I feel like Denzel has like all the qualities.
Let's see. We got Fish in the chat. Hello, how's it going? What's your favorite Korean movie?
Probably Parasite. I haven't seen a ton, so I guess I'll say Parasite. Because the Sadness I watched over the weekend, which everybody keeps wanting us to review the Sadness together.
No, that's what you get for. Oh my gosh, you have a big old scratch on your arm.
And you did that.
No,
you abused me.
Did Tucker do that? Or
probably. That's a Taiwanese film. I'll be reviewing that on my channel.
Cody remembers the bloopers for A Bug's Life. That's right.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I feel like we should get into the chat. People just kind of talking to each other. George Clooney is very charming. See? Henry disagrees. Well, we're not talking politics. We're just going strictly off of.
We finally beat Medicare. I crack up so bad with all those reels and stuff.
Whoop, I meant to click this. Blake says The Wailing is good.
I need to watch The Wailing. That's in my stack to watch this month.
What is this?
What?
Ken?
That's your fault.
That is not my fault. I did not click the name.
This is the Ken Show. Get out of here, woman. Let me just take that off there so we don't have to see that. Because I don't want to back out.
Let's bring some movie news up.
All right. We got 80 people in here. Thank you all so much. It's a packed house tonight. We got to make this good. We better have some good stories.
That's all right.
Let's talk about the box office. For some reason, the normal site didn't have it, or I couldn't find it, so I had to pull this off of another one. So I can barely read that. Let me pull this up.
That's lovely.
Despicable Me 4. I told you it's the year of the family film.
Mm-hmm.
Crushed it. $75 million. Didn't do as good as Inside Out 2, but
right.
For a fourth installment, right? Actually, a sixth installment.
Technically.
Like that's still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So I actually think that's on par with the third one, maybe. People love their Minions. They love their Minions.
They do.
So that made $75 million. I didn't hear good things about the movie though.
Me either.
So I feel like it's going to drop off hard next week.
You think? I mean, again, I think it's just, summertime, kids are out of school, parents are trying to get their kids out of the house.
That's who's going to the theaters. Yeah. I just think that's who's going to the theaters now. It's families that are trying to have something to do together.
Yeah.
And that's why you're seeing the family films rise like they are, and like, you know, couples and that don't have kids or younger people, they're not going to the theaters as much anymore. Yeah. They're waiting for streaming. Inside Out 2, 30 million this weekend. So I think is that the fourth weekend? I think it's the fourth weekend. Obviously that's still pretty good because it has direct competition with Despicable Me 4. Mm-hmm. So the fact that it made 30 million still is pretty good. A Quiet Place Day 1 is third, 21 million.
Can you read?
That had a drop, and we'll talk about it a little bit later as to why it had a drop. That was, I think it's like a 60 or 65% drop because it made like 55 million opening weekend. So it's a pretty hefty drop for that movie. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Maxine made 6.7 million.
Was that opening
weekend? That's which is weird because the movie feels so hyped. Like when you're in the movie community and movie world. But then you recognize just how small that actually is when it comes to like the general public.
Yeah.
Pearl, I think, opened to 5 million, and I think X did as well. So this is slightly more than those two. But I'll be honest, I figured after those two, like this would have made a little bit more. I figured it would have made like 10, 15 million or something.
Yeah.
But it's no Scream franchise, I guess, or Halloween. It's
definitely not.
It's Maxine.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was budgeted at like $1 million or $2 million, so I'm sure they'll be fine and make some money. Bad Boys Ride or Die, I think in its fifth weekend, 6.5 million. So that's good. The movie's still in the top 5, and that is our box office. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you lead into this because this is a story you were talking about few weeks ago.
This is a story I have closely been following.
You have been following the story, so I'm gonna let you take it.
I don't know anything about this. As I mentioned earlier, I have stayed off social media for the most part of today in fear of someone spoiling House of the Dragon for me. So,
well, pretty much what we talked about a few weeks ago actually happened.
So what happened?
I don't know the details.
It wasn't going to happen, and then it just happened.
It wasn't going to happen. I don't understand. A lot of people speculated that the head of Paramount was very reluctant to accept the deal, and she wanted to. I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
I mean, it literally said that it was done. It was off the table, and they weren't doing it.
She wanted to basically try to, I guess, recover without any help, and build Paramount back up. She didn't think that they needed a buyout or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And what I think happened is a lot of the shareholders were like, no, we need help. Because I think she was the only one that was standing to benefit from that.
I mean, wouldn't she have figured that out before she said, we're not taking the deal?
It's everybody in power. You know, they think they can just do whatever they want.
It's kind of interesting.
Not any repercussions, but from what I heard, it's like it was like a scene from Succession, in like the Paramount board meetings and stuff.
Huh?
People like fighting for power and.
Well, you said that you didn't know anything. So which is it, Ken?
Well, that was weeks ago. I don't know anything about this particular deal and what led to this actually happening, but. This was like weeks ago. I heard that.
Okay, well.
But that Skydance buying Paramount, I'm happy because I'm hoping this doesn't affect physical media because Paramount does a good job with their physical media, and I'm hoping they continue.
Did you want to go on to this?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know this either. So you're bringing the news to me today.
Yeah, I even made a little graphic.
I see that.
A Quiet Place Day 1, as of last week, I think this came out like 6 days ago, but this is going to be available on VOD on July the 30th.
Interesting.
And a lot of people are, taken aback since the movie opened and did pretty good. It was the most successful franchise opening. So they're like, why would they put this on streaming, within a month of its release? It's not as bad as The Fall Guy, because The Fall Guy, I think, wasn't that like 2 or 3 weeks later or something?
I don't know.
I think. But it's still a month, and it's like once people hear that, it's like, well, I don't need to go to the theater. It's going to be available at the end of the month.
That is interesting. Like,
we almost went yesterday.
Who makes these decisions?
Well, this is Paramount. So
it's them that makes the decision. Like, hey, if this is going to go to streaming or not, or time. I mean, like, when they make the call of, hey, we're gonna send this to streaming this many months later or this many weeks later. Like, how is all that factored in? Because like you said, I mean, it's done pretty decent. And I mean, as far as I remember, The Fall Guy did decent too.
Yeah, I can't remember what that opened at. But it doesn't help.
Just all
once people see
works.
this, like, and this goes back to, you know, the death of the theaters and these kind of things, they don't help. Like, you can't have a month window. It's like, to me, like, it's good for us. You know, I like it when a movie I don't really feel like going to the theaters to see comes on streaming.
Well, there's
but we're just going to take advantage of whatever opportunity we're given.
Right.
It doesn't mean I'm for it necessarily.
Yeah, there's just no motivation to wait.
Yeah.
Or to go. I mean, like, you're just like, oh, I can wait that much longer. Like, that's not that much longer.
Yeah, it's people are gonna do like that, and that's why I always reject the notion, because I've heard people get on, you know, social media and make videos and basically blame the audience and the people for movies not doing well in the theaters. It's not on us to make sure these movies are successful.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the people promoting the movies
mm-hmm.
to entice us and make us feel like we need to come see the movie.
Mm.
Like, that's the way I see it. If I don't feel enticed to go to the theaters, if I want to wait for it to come on physical or streaming, then that's on them.
Yeah.
They should make me want to come to the theaters.
Yeah. I think that
and stuff like this does not make me want to go to the theaters.
Yeah, I think that kind of going into that whole topic, like, well, as a movie lover, like, you should go to the theater and support these movies, like, no matter what. And
no,
I mean, I think maybe where some of those people are coming from is if you, like, complain, but then yet don't go support the movie.
Yeah.
I get that thing, you know, thought process. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely.
If I was on here making a video, oh my God, Furiosa didn't make more money. Why didn't it make more money? It should have. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I was on here bitching about it and I didn't go see it, then yeah, I'm a hypocrite. But
I don't know. I feel like, you know, as a, you know, movie lover, you know, talking about movies, talking about shows, whatever it is, you do feel, like, me personally, I do feel this, like, kind of pressure to be, like, pro theater.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not pro theater, it's almost like you're just not a real movie lover or something.
Yeah.
And so I definitely, like, it could just be the, like, stage of life that we're in, or it could just be me personally, and not be the stage of life that we're in. I don't know. I just, I know it's like a whole thing. I feel like you could, like, shut me down real quick with some, like, insight to it. But I don't know. I don't know how important, I guess, I think that the theater is. Like, it's like, I know it's important, but it's like,
the theatrical
if we want to watch them at home, like, that's okay too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay. You know, I mean, I think my TV looks good. It's a good size. The sound's good. We have all kinds of issues in our theaters, you know, with sound and.
I mean, I get that image. It could be this, like, chain of events to where, I guess, at the end of the chain of events, people are just worried that it would mean that movies would quit getting made.
Well, movies will never quit being made, but the quality could drop, which you could argue it's already dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we only have Netflix originals to rely on, mm-hmm. then we're in trouble.
True.
So we need these. Well, the only movie I felt the pressure to, like, really go support is Horizon. Like, I really wanted to get out to see that, just because I liked what the movie stands for, and I liked how Kevin Costner just put everything he had into.
Do you really think, though, that a movie needs a big budget to be good?
No, it doesn't. But I mean, that's a part of it. You know, to me, it makes up the buffet, the movie buffet. It's like, I don't want just small movies, just small, like, drama, horror movies, whatever. Like, mm-hmm. I want the big budget action, mm-hmm. blockbuster films. I want it all, you know? So it's like, I try to support it all. Mm-hmm. But no, a lot of movies don't need $200-300 million budgets. Like, you can make a blockbuster for 100 million, 120 million.
Well, I'm just thinking, if you compare the movies, the theater and stuff to like sports, you have people that go and watch it, but then there's so many people who watch it at home. Yeah. Does that mean that you like sports less? No. Does it mean that sports are going to quit being played in the stadiums and stuff? Like, no, I don't think so.
No, I mean, they sell out.
Sports have been around forever, longer than movies, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. The popularity of sports hasn't really died off, I guess, because that in-person experience is, something that hasn't really gone away. People like being there to cheer their favorite team on. People really get into that. Movies aren't really like that. People aren't going to the theaters and be like, yeah. Well, I mean, some people could be like, I'm going to see the next Marvel movie. I got to cheer them on and boo DC. But people, it's not the same thing.
It is the same thing.
Not entirely.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's
like if we're in Kentucky,
when it goes into going in physical, like when it goes into physically going somewhere to support the sports, like I'm saying, there's still a majority of people watch it at home. Is what I'm comparing it to. I'm not saying that watching sports is the same as like watching a movie.
Yeah.
Where you cheer and shit.
Yeah. Okay,
speaking of some more controversial things, I did see this a couple days ago. Emma Roberts blames internet culture for Madam Web flopping. She was also
is that what you blame it on?
She was also in the headlines, and it could have been the same article. I don't know, but she was also in the headlines for talking about the Nepo baby stuff. And she was like basically saying that it was kind of like a sexist thing. She was like, you don't hear people talking about George Clooney being a Nepo baby. And people were like, in the comments, they were like, yeah, but that's because George Clooney's actually a good actor. Like, I don't know. I forget the channel that I watch, but he does a lot of like deep dives into stuff. He covers a lot of like gossip stuff. And he talked about Emma Roberts, and he talked about like her relationship when she was with Evan Peters. I don't know if you knew that they dated.
No, I didn't. Well, that makes sense. They're on American Horror Story.
Yeah, I think they met on the show, but they dated on and off for several years. They were engaged at one point. They had like domestic abuse. Like there was a time where like she apparently like beat him up.
I could see that.
Like somebody, the police were called, and like he had a bloody nose, and she had like bit him on his hand, and it was like this whole big thing. Anyway, all of this to say, I kind of think Emma Roberts.
She really want to do that to Jeffrey Dahmer? I'd be afraid.
I actually think, from what I've seen of her and the characters that she tends to play, I kind of think she is her real life. Like I think she is who she plays. I think she kind of is
her character from Scream 4. She's like running into the wall.
I don't remember that. See, I don't remember stuff. Like I don't.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Scream 4.
She runs into the wall. Oh, because she's like making her look hurt, making herself look hurt. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I like Emma Roberts, basically, like as a person from what I know of her.
Yeah.
But she just seems very like
happened because she was on the rise and she hasn't really done a lot. Like she still gets.
It seems like she's trying to like blame other people for like her failures and stuff. And I just think it's really annoying because one, she's not that good. She just seems like she's very entitled, and it's like, who gives a shit if your aunt is Julia Roberts? Like, who cares?
Yeah, you will never be Julia Roberts.
Like, I could literally give a shit that your aunt's Julia Roberts. Like, does that automatically mean that I should watch you and look at you and think that you're probably going to be good? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Like, what does she mean exactly about internet culture? Just like people like making fun of stuff? I don't know. Like,
I don't know exactly. I didn't read the article.
Yeah.
I just kind of brought this up. I guess she means just everybody piling on everything.
I mean,
she probably is taking a sexist, look at it as well, saying because it's a female-led superhero movie, then people were piling on it. Because I mean,
I get what if she's saying that because in this time, that we live in, it's so easy for things to like be canceled or like, really magnetized. Like if something sucks, somebody will just take a trend and freaking run with it. Like I get that if that's what she's saying. But like at the end of the day, Madam Web was not good. Like it wasn't as bad as, to me, it wasn't as bad as like people were saying, but it wasn't.
Let's be honest, people piling on it probably led to the movie making more money. Because people wanted to go to the theater just to see how bad it sucked.
True.
So
yeah,
it probably would have flopped even harder if it wasn't for that. But yeah, at the end of the day, the movie's not good. So that's why it flopped, because it sucks. So,
but yeah, I don't know if you can blame internet culture there, Emma.
Yeah, ridiculous, Emma. I didn't know she beat up Evan Peters. Now I don't like her at all.
Yeah,
she can just leave.
Yeah. Speaking of another actress that's not good, I hate to be hating on the women tonight.
Oh, come on.
Jessica Alba would jump at the chance to reprise her Fantastic Four role in the MCU. Well, it's too late. They've already recast everyone, and I don't think you're in it.
I just, I brought this.
She does trigger warning, and she's ready to come back.
I brought this up, so I'm as much fault here as IGN, but it's like, how is this news? Of course she would jump at the chance. What else is she doing?
Right.
Besides
horrible Netflix movies.
Why wouldn't she want to be in the MCU?
Right.
So yeah, I just thought that was funny. But yeah, sure, Jessica Alba. You wouldn't want to see her back? I mean, it'd be cool to have her back for like a cameo, something like that. If it's like a Doctor Strange type movie.
She said to reprise her role.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, sorry. But if it was something stupid like Doctor Strange 3 or something, multiverse stuff, and she pops in for like 2 minutes, it'd be fun, I guess, to see her. But beyond that, yeah.
Okay, speaking of some more Marvel stuff, Marvel's Agatha, what is it called? Agatha All Along? That's Agatha the name?
All Along. Yeah,
are you kidding me?
It was the song on the WandaVision show. It was Agatha All Along.
Agatha All Along.
Back when I used to watch the Marvel
Why
shows.
is it not in quotations? Is apparently a genuine horror series. Okay, cool.
I think this stuff is funny too, because it's like, do you all even, like, who is saying this? Like, it's a genuine horror series. What does that mean? Does that mean that there's like blood splattering like every 5 minutes and it's like truly is it like The Nun or something? Is it like really creepy and scary?
Well, I didn't watch.
I don't even think they know what they're talking about.
WandaVision, you did, and you liked it actually, didn't you?
It was okay. I liked the beginning of it. I thought it was cool with all the old school like sitcom stuff and the TVs and everything. I thought it was intriguing from the beginning, but then they just kind of went off the rails for me later on. But the trailer for that dropped today, and I did not watch it because I could care less.
Right, same. Same.
I still brought some news up for it. So.
Let's see. We got John Cena. He announces his official retirement.
I remember specifically John Cena. I think John Cena said, "I will never retire." I think he said that one time.
And well, things have changed. Now he's like a movie star or so.
But I think it's cool because
he'll always come back.
From what I heard, he is actually going to make it a legitimate run again. Like he's got like 30 dates or something. He's going to be competing. He's not just going to do like 2 or 3 more matches.
Okay.
He's not active anyway. Like he wasn't at WrestleMania. He's been gone for a while. Or no, he was at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he was.
He was in the main event.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's done all he can do. I mean, yeah, retire and go make your Peacemaker and whatever movies you can make or whatever. But I'm excited to see what he does in his last year. I'll try to check out at least a couple of his matches, maybe. He's definitely a certified legend.
I just realized you didn't get any of the posters that I've been posting this last week.
I didn't have a lot of time. I just got the main one.
The main one? I posted like 10 posters over this past week.
Pull up. All you got to do is pull up your Instagram.
It's okay. So yeah, we finally got the Gladiator 2 poster. We got some first look images a few days ago or something.
Today? No, the poster was today.
I just said that.
Okay, sorry.
We got first look images a few days ago. For some reason, is that typical where we get first looks before a poster?
Yeah, it's typical.
Is it?
Pretty typical. I think we'll get a trailer tomorrow, probably. Usually you get a trailer and then you get a poster, then a trailer.
Yeah, I can't think of that guy's name, the one that's his head's cut off. I mean,
Something
that's how
Mascal.
That's how the poster is. Like his head actually isn't showing. Just his Paul
Mescal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've kind of spoke on this and something was, I don't know if it was last week's episode or what it was, but we've talked about this before. Oh, it was our most anticipated. Yeah. I'm like, this is deja vu. I feel like I've talked about this, but yeah, I don't know. From the first look at it, without having seen a trailer yet, I think that it looks really good. It looks like it's my type of movie. I spoke about this already, but I love this like time era. And yeah, I don't know. I think it looks good. Everybody in it, I feel like, is going to be good and capable. And
I just find it interesting that they're actually, because it's very rare nowadays. I feel like, well, actually, I feel like they're bringing it back, but for a while, like they weren't using like 2 and 3 and 4 for like sequels.
Mm-hmm.
They would have like, little sub names at the bottom.
Yeah.
Gladiator, the Coliseum continues or something.
Yeah.
Gladiator.
But they're just going with Gladiator too.
Gladiator Vengeance or something like that.
Oh, that's
Vengeance is mine. Gladiator. But I think it's interesting they're actually going with Gladiator too. That's cool.
You think that's interesting?
I do find it interesting because I would have thought they would have had some kind of title for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it looks good.
Decia, hold on. Are you not entertained? That could have been a good one.
Yeah.
I will have my vengeance. That could have been a good one. Gladiator, I will have my vengeance.
Oh, did I not star or did you not star?
And the next one, it could be in this life or the next.
See, I don't get all the references, so. I'm
sorry. You want me to find where we left off? Because I can do it.
I can do it. Just give me a second. Keep saying your random mumblings and I'll be fine.
I've got nothing else to say. I've got nothing else to say.
Okay, we'll start with here. Michelle says Skydance already ruined Paramount. Now they're just finishing the job. Ouch. Yeah. When all those bangers came out, also Rocky I missed out on. I was born October 2nd, 2003. What? You have the same birthday as Ken?
I think this has come up before. Yeah.
That's fun. Collector Movie Man wants to know, with another company taking over Paramount, does this mean we're no longer going to get Paramount 4K and Blu-ray?
From what I understand, it's not going to change how Paramount operates. They're just going to own them.
They have financial assistance.
I think it will affect it somewhat. I don't think they'll release as many releases because Skydance won't see the value in it, and they'll probably put out a mandate that they're only allowed to do so many, but hopefully it doesn't change much.
All the great movies were brought out in the 90s. Independent movies are worth going to see.
For sure.
Let's see. Anthony watched A Quiet Place Day 1 in the theaters. I really enjoyed. Definitely a must watch in theaters. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that it probably would be one that you'd want to see in the theater. Because I'm sure the sound, is going to be very... We saw
the first two Quiet Places. I remember the first Quiet Place being a really good theatrical experience.
It's very atmospheric. It's an atmospheric movie.
But it was also stressful because it was like you couldn't eat your popcorn,
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm being too loud.
Yeah.
It's really funny because I remember my dad actually went and saw it.
I don't think we got popcorn. I think we were smart enough not to.
And he didn't know that it was going to be so quiet. He's like, they weren't talking. And it's funny because I'm like, well, Dad, why do you care? You literally can't hear shit anyway. My dad, he wears like a hearing aid in one ear.
He's probably watching. I better watch what I say.
People don't know my dad, babe. But yeah, it was pretty funny. I just remember he saw it and he was like,
you wait for those moments in the movie. Like when it gets real quiet, it's like you got to stop eating. Mm-hmm. And then it's like you wait for the moments of noise again so you can continue munching.
To be honest, though, there's a lot of people who don't care about that.
There are.
They're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep eating.
If you're polite,
Like the Slurpee dude,
I mostly just care about you because you'll look over and be like, really?
Yeah.
Keep on chewing loud enough over there.
I'll just look over. Stop. That's
another real one.
The theatrical experience isn't what it used to be. Home viewing has just gotten better and better while theater viewing is getting worse. Yeah, I mean, honestly.
For us, it is.
Again, we've talked about this before as far as like the quality of theaters. Like, if you have a nice theater, then like good for you. If the seats are nice.
Some people got banging theaters from what I see on Instagram. It's like, we ain't got that.
Well,
nowhere.
Also, I was just gonna say, you know, the other problem is it's like they don't even fucking clean them anymore. Like, every time we go in, it's disgusting. Like, the carpets are dirty. I'm like, do you ever shampoo these? You know, it's like spilled drink stains everywhere.
It's like the Dollar Theater.
We don't live in the ghetto or anything, but they're just like not maintaining these theaters. They don't clean them. There's like popcorn all over the seats. There's sticky shit everywhere. It's like, who the fuck wants to pay this much money and be like all nasty?
You remember going to the Dollar Theater when we were kids, and there was always popcorn and sticky soda all over the floor?
I didn't go to the Dollar Theater when I was a kid.
Oh, come on.
I didn't start watching movies until
we grew up pretty much the same way.
That's not what I'm saying. I didn't go to the movies at all.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I didn't start seeing movies until like middle school.
Well, we would go on field trips to the Dollar Theater.
No.
School theater. I remember we saw Matilda after we read the book.
I don't remember that. We weren't in the same grade, babe.
No,
so you can't say what I did.
Come on. Same school. You had to have went on a field trip.
You went and saw Matilda.
We did a class field trip to see Matilda after we read the book.
Let's see. My friend gets very nervous if I put my movie in his PS5, like it's going to break the damn thing. Outrageous ticket prices and people just being little bastards are the main reason I don't go to the theater.
You know what?
Anymore.
People are little freaking bastards. You're right, Johnny.
Try going to see a movie and it is out of focus for the whole movie. I thought it was a really bad Police Academy movie.
People don't know how to project. They got nothing but kids running these damn theaters now.
Movies have been around since 1802, though. What?
No, not 1802. Late 1800s.
When are we getting back to the roundtable streams, Ken?
I don't know, Eli. I don't know. I'm barely hanging on over here, I'll be honest.
That's true. Madam Web sucked because of Hollywood trying to cram Dakota Johnson and her lack of talent down our throats. Oh my gosh, don't tell Bob, Johnny. Don't tell Bob.
He tells him in our group chat all the time. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, honestly, she's
Dakota
not
Johnson's
great.
Like his Florence Pugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before.
I like Dakota Johnson, but she was in a couple of movies that I really like a lot a few years ago. Suspiria and the Peanut Butter Falcon.
She's what I like to. Okay, so there's some actors.
And Bad Times at the El Royale.
Actors/actresses. There's some that can just really immerse themselves in the character and they become almost unrecognizable and you forget that they're, XYZ. You forget that they've played XYZ, they're individual characters, you can't link them together. But then there's some actors that play multiple roles and they all just feel like the same person. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they have the same. Like, to me, Dakota Johnson, she has that same,
She never lost that I want to be tied up and gagged energy.
No, that's not what I'm
talking about. 50 Shades of Grey.
Can you
My goodness, what is this?
I don't know. She has that,
Cords everywhere.
She does this, thing. Her, facial expressions or the way she talks. It's kind of like this, I don't give a fuck. I'm not even trying.
And speaking of Nepo babies... She's Don Johnson's.
Well, she talked about that. She got pissed about it. Do you remember that?
They all get pissed about it.
She was like,
they don't want to be called out.
Yeah, she was pissed. She was just like, they were like, what do you think about Nepo babies and stuff? And she was like, honestly, it just makes me mad because I forget what she said. She was like, I think it's just annoying. She said something it was annoying. Just very
Yes, it may help you get. There's my thought on it. Yes, it may help you get your foot in the door,
but it should not be.
If you don't have the talents, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna become like a legend, like your parents.
Uh-huh.
There's several actors that come from a background in acting that surpass their parents.
But it is true. It is about connections. There are people who are
life. That's everywhere.
It is
not just acting.
Well, I'm just saying. It's Nepo babies are real. Do you think Emma Roberts would have broke out on her own
also,
or stood out?
There is such a thing as it's genetic. I'm sure that kind of talent to being able to perform and act,
genetic.
That can be genetic. Jamie Lee Curtis comes from her parents, Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh.
Never heard of them.
So Janet Leigh was in Psycho.
Madam Web sucked because
that Janet Leigh was in Psycho, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Halloween, two of the most iconic horror films of all time, mother and daughter.
Madam Web sucked because of Hollywood trying to. Okay, we already read this, so sorry. You're distracting me. From what I've heard, Emma Roberts should blame her director for Madam Web.
They should just blame the studio for.
I really enjoyed Madam
Web. It was a stupid idea.
The wife is right. I'm always right. Blame TikTok.
Blame TikTok.
Gary says the equipment at the cinema is often better, but they don't care about correct presentation. Yeah. Audio issues are common. Also, people now think that they can have loud conversations or talk to the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, well, folks, at least we got Michelle and Ken's Monday Night Media Report to tune into. Yes. Thank you for being here. Collector Movie Man says, I only have 8 movies left to see in the theaters. Longlegs, Twisters, Deadpool and Wolverine, Trap, Beetlejuice, Joker, Gladiator 2, and you go ahead and say that last one. Thank you.
I really want to see Longlegs.
And the only movie I really would have seen in the theaters would have been Dune Part 2. That was one of my best experiences this year in theaters. Gary says Jessica Alba in Sin City. Come on. Okay, to be fair, though, I'm not talking about physical appearance. Who gives a shit if you, look hot or whatever?
I mean, that's 50% of it, in Hollywood. Appearance for girls and guys.
Yeah, but
actually, I'd say it's 75%.
Does she talk that much? I don't even remember. I remember her.
I mean, I just remember liking Sin City. I haven't seen it in probably 20 years.
Or is she just a very quick part of the movie where it's just her body?
I feel like she's an important part. Honestly, just remember Elijah Wood in that movie. How creepy it was.
Electric Entertainment Podcast says, just hopping on, likelihood of a 4K trilogy box set of X, Pearl, and Maxine from A24.
Well, I'll talk about that today on the media report. I think it's a pretty high likelihood.
There was a scene in the trailer of Agatha All Along that looks like something out of The Exorcist.
Hey, if it's legitimately horror, then sure. But I've heard that before.
WandaVision was the only Marvel thing I could get my mom to watch, specifically for the first episode, and she loved all of it. Also, Shang-Chi. Nice. I'm guessing they mean Agatha is more than just a comic book witch, and it's going to be dark or bloody like a horror spinoff.
Could be.
I definitely will be checking out Agatha, but not till next year when Daredevil comes out. Most people do not like John Cena for reasons that we will not discuss here. Talking about the Illuminati.
No.
People are saying he sold his soul.
Bohemian Grove.
People are saying he sold his soul out of Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm just curious why we pulled up that image. John Cena's retiring, but they didn't actually show John Cena in that image. Did you notice that?
Somebody's joke. Oh my goodness, we have Lee the Machine Bowers with a $49.99 super chat.
Lee, thank you so much.
My only problems about theaters is the price. The prices are outrageous. They barely keep the theaters clean. Yes, and my main problem is people are annoying while the movie is playing, and parents let their kids run. Why in a PG-13 or worse, a R-rated movie?
Hey, I only let our kids run in G movies only. Our daughter ran during Finding Dory up and down the aisles. And I knew it was wrong, but you know what?
You let her do it the whole time?
Not the whole time, but she did run up towards the screen a couple times.
Oh my gosh.
I had to just because I didn't want to run up there and get her and then block the screen further.
Oh, so you just let her go unattended?
So I was just standing in the corner. Ellie, come here.
You would. Let it be known I was not there.
That was our smaller theater that was close to our house, the theater that I always talk about. I miss it.
There are no excuses.
Yes, it was packed. It was during the summer, and it was I don't know, maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But
yeah. So thank you so much, Lee.
Thank you,
first
Lee.
of all, and yes, absolutely. Check. Agree with everything you're saying.
But you see that a lot. She wasn't the only one running around. There was also other kids.
Well, he's talking about PG-13. Okay?
That's what I said. I've only done it in G.
I feel like as a parent, this is kind of going off a little bit, but as a parent though, whenever you go see a quote unquote kid movie, I feel like you do just mentally prepare that there are going to be kids in there that are talking and getting up and what I feel like
There's
you just kind
of
when you're a parent, you just kind of get used to that. And so and Inside Out, it was a pretty noisy experience, honestly.
Didn't bother
but
me.
I was able to just tune it out because one, I'm a parent and I guess I'm used to that crap.
Well, you realize that you're in the kids domain. Yeah. Like this is kid country. This is kid territory. Like this is their experience that you're taking part in.
Yeah.
That's their memory. It's not yours.
Absolutely agree that if you're going to take your kid, you see people who take like babies, like infants to adult movies. Like I remember seeing somebody take a newborn to Batman. I get like wanting to be able to still get out and do things. And I feel like if you can do it and they're not disturbing, then sure, try it. But I feel like as soon as they start to disturb the audience, you need to leave. You need to get out of there because it's just not
I agree.
Courteous. Like,
yeah, taking them to G-rated films, that's fair game. Even if it's a baby, I don't get too annoyed at that because that's it's not about you, it's about them.
But yeah, prices, and they're not clean. They're not clean. Like what is this?
You missed another super chat.
Oh, I think I knew that, but then we got
for some reason the blue ones don't pop up.
We got Mohawk Vader. Did you try the 3-month Apple TV Plus trial? No, we've had Apple before and then we canceled it. I do want to get it back though because there are a few things on there that I want to see. So I might get it, but I don't know if we can get the 3-month trial though since we've had it before. So
yeah, we've done free trials on Apple before, so.
But thank you so much, Mohawk.
Thank you, Mohawk.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you so much, Gonzo. We appreciate you all for being here. Let's see. Cody says, Kenny, I'm going to swing by and pick you up so we can follow John Cena on his farewell.
I'm done. You keep promising you're going to come pick me up, and I keep waiting at the front door, and you never show up.
There is going to be a trailer tomorrow.
I'm tired of it. Be here tomorrow. Quit messing around.
If you recall, Agatha was originally called. Let's see, Gladiator Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly. That would have been the appropriate name.
You really can't see John Cena. I have to wait and see a trailer because I grew up with the original. It's very important to me. Very nice. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that Gladiator trailer is coming tomorrow since the poster dropped today.
It's usually the formula.
Also at the cinema, you cannot pause to go to the bathroom or fix a snack. Yeah, absolutely.
Convenience. That's really important when you're older, too.
We're in an era where we're getting long-awaited sequels. Yeah, we are.
If they're good, I'm here for it.
Agatha was originally called Coven. I think you just said this twice. Coven of Chaos. Then got changed to Lion Witch and Wardrobe. Oh my gosh. And now all along just for the memes and the gag. Yeah. I agree with Ken. I hate when studios don't just add the numbers to a sequel. The numbers make it easier to track all of the franchise's movies. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Like A Quiet Place Day 1, which makes sense. That's a prequel. But
ironically, if you watch A Quiet Place film in the theater, you'll hear teenagers making jokes or talking on their phone. I feel like we're coming close to companies only doing mod releases.
Yeah, I could see a future like that.
The first Gladiator was the first 4K I ever saw, and it was amazing.
It is an amazing 4K.
Michelle and her disgusted look. We don't live in the ghetto.
Not there's anything wrong with the ghetto.
Let's see. Recently, I'm there. Is literally nobody to take the. Oh, recently I'm there. There's literally nobody to take the ticket. It makes me wonder why I even bought a ticket. I could have just walked in from off the street. Yeah, that happened to us too. I ordered our tickets online and nobody even scanned my phone. We just like walked for Inside Out.
Just next time, just walk straight in there.
It's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Of course, the one time you just walk straight in there, that's when they'll check you.
It's like Sam Worthington. He plays all the same roles.
Yeah.
I would really like you to review Daddy-O. I can see why some would love that. Yeah, that's with her too.
Daddy-O.
And Sean Penn. Have you seen that? She like gets into a taxi cab with him or something, and it takes place in the cab the whole time or something. Dakota Johnson.
I like one location movies. Maybe at some point.
I hate that after watching 20 minutes of trailers and welcome to our cinema type crap, I still have to sit through Nicole Kidman explaining something I don't even understand. We don't have to listen to her because we don't have a theater that she does. Yeah. But I totally get what you mean about the 20 minutes of trailers. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sean Kinney, are you ready for 90s trivia night? Oh,
Michelle's ready. Michelle's ready to dominate. She says she's going to have the most dominant performance ever on trivia night.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to lose bad.
Don't say that. Say you're going to dominate. Start talking shit.
I bet I won't know a single question, honestly.
That's not what you're supposed to say.
You know, I got kind
cocky.
of. Well, you know, I wanted to do like, I said I would do like Nickelodeon 90s, but you know, Huck, that's not really his expertise. So now it's like 90s movies and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, do you not hear me talk about movies? Most of the time, I don't even know the name of anything.
Well, brush up on your Star Trek, because if I know Huck, he's going to bring some Star Trek, The Next Generation questions.
But I'm going to be there. Have a great night, Michelle and Ken. See you next Monday night that I am off work. See you later.
Awesome, Douglas. Have a good week.
I really enjoyed Maxine. Mia Goth's performance was amazing, and the visuals were amazing, too. Jamie Lee also worked with her mom on Halloween H2O.
She did.
It's a mixture of, I don't know what that says, Dakota and then beautiful Sydney for the Abomination. Talking about Madam Web. When are you and Michelle going to review The Sadness? Oh my gosh, James. The Sadness.
I will review it.
He watched it without me.
You wouldn't. There's a lot of blood in that. You said
that you thought I could have done it.
Yeah,
I wasn't bothered by Abigail's blood.
I was just taken by I just thought it was going to be all craziness all the time. There's actually a really good story, and there's really good like social commentary as well. So I was just taken by how legitimate of a film it was.
The Dollar Theater was the VOD for us back in the good old days. Ken will take over Hollywood with the Hillbilly Hunter. LOL.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get my Walk of Fame.
Do you ever do the Hillbilly Hunter anymore?
Time to time.
The worst naming convention is when they reuse the title from the original for a sequel, like with Halloween.
Oh, God, I hate that. That's the worst. We got 3 movies called Halloween.
Yeah. Where I live, they have special screenings of children's movies with the kids are allowed to do about anything. It's designed for kids on the spectrum, but open to anyone. Very nice. If I would have saw your kid, Ken, I would have been going to report your kid to the manager and tell him to pick you out. I don't deal with that shit. I don't care what kind of rating it is. Oh, man, watch out. Tell me you're not a dad without telling me you're not a dad. Yeah, I remember someone took a kid to a movie and I literally went up to the manager and complained and said this person needs to be kicked out because they're distracting me. How'd that go for you? I live close by AMC theaters and that's my go-to movie theater. Very nice. I've noticed that every Apple show looks crap and very bright on non-Apple products. Interesting.
Apple used to have some bangers. You know.
I've lived in the ghetto. It's not cool.
In the ghetto.
Someone said they couldn't stand Doug. You talking about Doug from Nickelodeon?
Doug Funny.
Love Doug. Michelle, do you prefer to pick a movie from streaming or from Ken's collection? Streaming. I never go in Ken's office, so.
Wow. All right, are we done?
I just know that
there's 77 people in here watching. You don't want to address the 77 people?
What do you mean?
Say something. Come up with something.
Well, I was just going to say that I just know that most of Ken's collection is like a bunch of crap that I didn't like.
You're just giving people more ammo.
He just buys a bunch of weird crap.
You sound like my comment section.
So anyway.
Are you guys going to go see Twisters?
We plan on it.
We do plan on it. Yeah.
But you know how that goes.
Damn Twister really goes green. It does go green.
It does go green.
Somebody said that my settings on my TV were off, and that's why I went that green.
Oh,
I was like, nah.
But yeah, we gotta get out of here and let Tucker out, babe.
Okay, yeah, we got Frankie in here. What's up, Frank?
How's it going, Frank? We're just getting out of here.
Yeah, I wanted to start a series on the channel where me and Michelle just watch Vinegar Syndrome titles together.
Oh yeah,
that's still to come. But thank you all so much for watching.
Still to come.
Hit the like button for us. I don't know how many likes we have right now, but it's 58. And with 80 people watching, I think that's BS. I think we should have 70 to 75. And I want you all to make it happen before we leave. But thank you all so much for watching. Eli, Dudu Loves Movies, Christian, Frank, for coming in the last 2 minutes. John, Collector Movie Man, Marius, everybody.
You guys rock. Have a good week.
Gary, we don't usually call people out. Master of All Movies Presswood DVD Collection, Eli, Magic Hands, James L, everybody, Douglas,
Babe, I read
Gary,
all these
we
comments.
appreciate you all, and we'll see you all later.
Bye, guys.